guys, let's play a game. You want to play a game with me? Of course you want to play a game. No, this is not one of those games. It's not really a game. This is actually fun, and it came to me while I was working on today's devotional. Okay, so here's the game, all right? I'm gonna ask you a question, and you're gonna respond in the comments with the name of the first person that comes to mind when I ask the question. Now, obviously, I'm doing this game in the context of our youth group. So if you're a member of our youth group, I want you to respond with the youth member or youth leader that first comes to mind in relation to the question. However, if you're watching this and you're not part of our youth group, that's completely fine. I want you to go ahead and respond with the name of the person that comes to mind in your life, all right? Your friends, your family, whatever it is, okay? Simple. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna have, when you comment, you're gonna comment and you're gonna have one comment. It's gonna say 1, your response for question 1, 2, your response for question 2, and 3, your response for question 3. So simple, so easy, okay? You ready? Who's ready to play? You're ready, I can sense it. Question 1, who is the first youth member that comes to mind when you think of someone who wins a lot of games, okay? Bam. It's just that easy, okay? I don't know if it was hard for you. If it was hard for you, you probably weren't doing this right. There's a lot of winners at Trinity Church, okay? I think of Adrian when I think of 313. I think of Sarah P when I think of our online games. And I think of the first person that came to mind for me was Sarah S. And I know there's a lot of winners again, but that was the first person that came to mind for me. That's the game, okay? Not to overthink it. Not to try and think of everyone or try to be your best friend who you didn't think of. It's fair. Just first person you think of, okay? Second round, you're gonna do a lot better. Who is the first person that comes to mind when you think of someone who makes you laugh? Boom, that's it. First person that comes to mind, okay? Put that as your answer too. Again, don't try and polish it up. Just the first person, okay? Don't even explain it. We always try to explain things. Just go with it. My third question, my last question, who is the first youth member, leader person that comes to mind when you think of someone who's peaceful? Okay, that's it. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and put your comment, whether you're watching this on YouTube or on Instagram, and I just wanted to see, 1 was my response was this, 2, my response was that. Go ahead and tag your friends because I'm sure your friends would like to see who you put and probably go and privately bug you about why you didn't put their names for something like the funny one. Anyways, that's it for the game. So why do we do that? What's the whole point of doing that game? Well, let's be honest. Wasn't it nice to see if you were tagged by someone else for one of those attributes? Those were positive things. So they were things that you wanted your name to come up on. And every time your name did come up on someone's list, it was a good thing. It was a happy thing. All right? In elementary school, I was always known as the funny guy. All right? I was liked by some of my teachers because I was the funny guy. I was disliked by some teachers in elementary school because I was the funny guy. But a lot of my friends and my relationships were based off the fact that I was the funny guy. Now, I would rather have been known by my intelligence or my athleticism, but let's be honest, it was just the humor. Even my relationship with Nathaniel is characterized by humor. I can't think of anyone who I laugh with as much as Nat. But I wonder how easy it would have been for us to have a name come to mind in the context when we're thinking of the fruit of the Spirit. We're not thinking about someone who makes us laugh. Obviously, I was reading Galatians because Galatians is great. I was in Galatians 5 and I told you guys I would be back. And so I want to read to you guys this verse about the fruit of the Spirit, which is Galatians 5, verses 22 to 23. It says this: "But the fruit of the Spirit, so the result of His presence within us, is love, unselfish concern for others, joy, inner peace, patience, not the ability to wait, but how we act while waiting, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law." So you see here the fruit of the Spirit. All right? If I change these questions up, which names would pop up on your list? Would it be so easy for you to think of one person in our youth group that comes to mind when you think of joy or faithfulness or self-control? Or would you struggle to fill the names because of so many options? That's my hope. My hope is that we would have more of a priority of exhibiting the fruit of the Spirit in our lives, and with our families, with our friends, and our community, and we would be focused on things that are silly, and not as valuable. We want to have a noticeable difference in our lives as a result of walking in the Spirit, being led by the Spirit. We want there to be a difference about us that is not the same as just any person. My challenge for you today is I want you to go and I want you to read Galatians 5, the whole thing. It's all great. I'm talking about one tiny piece of it, but I want you to go and read Galatians 5, and I want you to let me know what you take from it, all right? I want you to tell me which fruit of the Spirit you think you'd like to work on, which one you'd love to be known for. I mean, you can say more than one, hopefully it's more than one, but if there's one specifically that maybe you're struggling, I want to hear about it. So go ahead and message me. Galatians 5 is good. You got your work cut out for you. That's all for me. I'll see you guys later.